So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my Cypher attacking guide for Haven. This guide is going to include things like cage placements, tripwire placements, and camera placements to make Cypher even more useful while attacking. I'm also going to talk about Cypher's offensive playstyle in general on this map. So first up, we are going to be talking about tripwire placements. And first, the tripwire you always want to place is over here at C long, right here in the doorway, because you can place it while the buy barrier is still up. Run all the way back to A and wait for the round to start, and then you can place a tripwire either in the doorway right here, or if you want to do something else, you can just place one outside the doorway and force them to walk out to break it. So if you know your team is for sure going to be attacking C site, you can actually pick up this tripwire and save it for a post plant position. Some good ones would be right here in garage or just backside C. And these are useful spots where the defenders might be going for a retake, and these would alert you to their position. So the reason that you can do this for C is because in general, when the defenders are going for a retake on C site, they'll push out of B down mid and typically will go through garage as opposed to C long. And most of the time, when a defender is retaking from long C, it's going to be the person coming from A site. So in general, you'll always want to have a tripwire here at A lobby. So for useful attacking cameras for A site, something like this at short is pretty good if you think someone might be pushing up short. Otherwise, you can cage out long A like this and place a camera along the wall here and use it to peek the angle that a lot of A site defenders like to peek from at long. So you can clear this angle, grab your camera, and if it's safe, you can run back. What I like to do while attacking as well is place a camera along this wall. That way you can clear these close corners as well as a little bit of back sight. That camera is a little bit more dangerous, so I definitely wouldn't recommend it if you're pushing up here solo. You need to have a teammate able to cover you. So for post plant cameras, typically something like this is pretty good as it allows you to see if anyone pushes through the connector, and you'll be able to see if anyone is peeking heaven. So something like this works really well, and it's also very quick and easy to place. So for attacking B site, once you've walked up mid here, you can just place a camera right onto the site like this. And this allows you to clear both of these close corners that people like to hide in. And even if you can't get into your camera because it gets broken right away, you'll have that information of where the camera was destroyed from. And for general post plant cameras, something like this works pretty good. You'll be able to see if anyone pushes towards back site or enters in through C link here. And if you move it to the other side, you get to see the same thing. You'll be able to see if anyone peeks C link and pushes up C link. You'll be able to see if anyone pushes towards back site, and you'll be able to see if anyone enters the site from A link. So now for cameras for attacking C site, Cypher's camera is mainly really used here to clear garage. So just standing outside garage right around here, you can aim high on the wall and use it to clear behind the box here, close left corner, and you'll be able to see if anyone is peeking from the left side here of window. So when you're clearing garage, all you need to worry about is someone being in the corner here at the box and this corner here. And both these spots are really easy to clear now that they added this barrel in the corner. And if you're going long C, you just want your camera in a spot that allows you to clear back sight as well as if someone is peeking from behind the platform. So back here on the wall works pretty well. You can see if anyone is peeking from default, and you can see if anyone is peeking from platform. So for post plant cameras for C site, something along this wall works really well as it allows you to see the defender's ramp and garage. Typically anywhere along this wall works fine, as it allows you to see the site and where the defenders might be retaking from. So now let's talk about Cypher's cages here on Haven. So in general, you just want to be using Cypher's cage to block all lines of sight, so that way you don't have to waste one of your teammates' smokes. So for example, you can do something like this here at A, block off this line of sight. That way, if anyone is playing or peeking long A, they can't get any information of if you crossed short or not. So you can do the same thing over here on B site. If you clear out this left side and you're starting to clear this left corner, you can just cage off one side of the site like this. That way, the defenders can't just peek you from that link. Of course, you can do the same thing over here with A link as well. Just throw your cage in the general direction and block off that line of sight. So for A site specifically, if I have a cage left, I don't mind using one in heaven like this. That way they can't peek heaven, and if someone is walking into heaven, they have to wait for the cage to go down to peek as well. Otherwise, you'll hear them enter the cage near the window. You can do the same thing over here at the connector. That way, if you're planning or you're playing post-plant, you can hear if anyone pushes through trying to retake through connector. And for C site, what I like to do is just throw a cage over the site like this and activate the cage. Obviously, you don't need to be very specific with this cage. You just want to block off the common rotation from C link here onto C site. So this way they have to wait out the cage, or they'll just be alerting you that they're pushing through. So now moving on to Cypher's general playstyle on Haven, and I really wanted to talk about this separately because I think it's pretty unique for this map because Cypher does exceptionally well as a lurker on Haven. Most high level Cypher players will cage off long A at the start of every single round and detonate their cage. This leaves the enemy at A guessing whether you crossed a short here, or if you even pushed out long like this, or you don't have to do either of these things and you can just cage long and back off. Denying the enemy information can allow you to take really strong map control pretty quickly. So for example, if you cage this off, then start walking short like this with your team, without having someone actually playing in short, the person playing A site will have no idea if you're here or not. This can be used to bait rotates in case the defenders think they're getting pushed at A, or if nobody rotates and you gain control of short like this, now all it takes is one misstep from the defender on A site and you get a free kill. This strat here at A long is by far the most common strat that I see high level Cypher players use on Haven. Things like that won't always get you kills, but it will at least guarantee one spot that your team won't be getting flanked from while they execute a site. So that is going to do it for my Cypher attacking guide for Haven. If there's anything you guys think I missed or anything you guys want to know, then ask in the comments down below and I'll do my best to answer. And if you want to see more Valorant videos and guides like this, then I would greatly appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button.